Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of animating simple shapes in PowerPoint, and today we are going to make this cat animation which is inspired by one of the animation by Erica Hannel at behance.net. So let's get started, and we have accomplished a single loop of this animation over 4 slides, and at bottom we have the outline view of the animation where we have not filled any color in any of the shape. You can download this presentation from the link in the video description, and after downloading the presentation I will advise you to open the selection pane and see all the objects that we use to draw this cat. You can open the selection pane from the home tab by clicking on the select drop down button and then choose selection pane. And in the selection pane you can use this I button to show or hide a particular object, and that can help you to identify a particular object. So let's say if I turn this off, then you can identify that which object is this. So that way you can even identify all the objects of groups and subgroups. Like if you want to see which object is the nose, then I have named all the layers. And you can easily rename a shape layer by just clicking on its name once again in the selection pane, and then you can easily rename that. So along with the selection pane, you should also open the animation pane by clicking on the animations tab and then click on animation pane. If you are using Office 365, then both of these pane can be switched from these buttons. So I would also like to tell you that if you see that on the first slide we have total 6 shape layers, grouped and ungrouped, and on the second slide we have 10 shape layers instead of 6. But again on the third slide we have 6 shape layers, and then again on the fourth slide we again have 10 shape layers. So that indicates that we grouped and ungrouped several objects. And why we did so you will get to know when we will talk about the animation effects. So let's move back, and here out of 6 shape layers we applied the animation effect only to 2 shape layers, the tail shape layer and the head shape layer. And which animation effects we are using? The spin emphasis animation effect. On both of these shape layers we applied the spin animation. So if you double click on this tail, then you can see that we are rotating this tail 10° clockwise. So that is simple. If you select this tail and rotate it 10° clockwise, then it will look like this. So as I am moving this tail, you can also see an oval shape at the bottom, but you can't see that oval in the normal view. But if you open the selection pane and you expand the tail group, then here you can find that oval. If I zoom in, so I have removed this oval by using no fill and no outline options from the shape format tab. So if you want to define a custom anchor point to a shape, then you can add another shape and group both of these shapes together. And if I move this oval now, then the anchor point of this shape will get changed. Now you can see the vertical position of this dot here and the horizontal position, and they intersect right here. So if I move this tail now, then it will start moving from this point. So that is why we have defined a custom anchor point to the tail. And if we select this head layer and try to rotate it, then you can again see an oval shape attached to this head group. And if I expand this, then you can find that oval shape right here, and it has also been made hidden by using no fill. Let's say if I fill a color, then you will start seeing that oval, and that is because we want to rotate that head from that point, as you can see. So without this custom anchor point shape, if I let's say if I delete this shape for the time, and now if I try to rotate the head, then it will rotate like this. So that is why we attached another oval shape to this group, and that way it will rotate from that particular point. You can also watch our video about custom anchor point, and the link is given in the video description and in the cards. So again on the head we applied the spin animation effect, and that is 10° counterclockwise with default smoothness of 0.5 seconds. Because the effect duration is 1 second, so the default smoothness will be 0.5 for both start and end. And in the timing section, you can see that we have also added a short delay of 0.25 seconds for this effect, and it will begin after the tail animation effect. For the tail, we are only using the end smoothness, and if you go to the timing tab, then we have applied a duration of 1.25 seconds without any delay. So the tail will start moving first, and then after 0.25 seconds delay, the head will also spin 10° counterclockwise. So let's see the preview of the first slide alone, and before that I will hide all of the rest of the slides by selecting the second one and holding the shift key, then selecting the last one, right click and then choose hide slide. And I have created a single loop of this animation, and to run this animation in a continuous loop, you can go to the slideshow tab, then click on setup slideshow and make a check mark on loop continuously until escape. So as we now only have the first slide visible, so if I will see the slideshow, then it will start looping that particular slide only. Then you can see that the ears and the eyes has been grouped together with this single head shape. You can see that this is the left and right eye, and that is left ear and right ear. We had grouped these ear and eyes together with the head layer because we want all of them to rotate together. But on the second slide, we ungrouped these ears and eyes from the head layer. So because we want to apply the animation effect on those particular shape layers, so that is why we have to ungroup them from the head layer. But we have also defined a custom anchor point to both of these ears. And if you again look into the selection pane, then you can see here the oval has been grouped with the ear, and if I fill a color, then you will start seeing that oval. And that is because we want this ear to rotate from this particular position, like this or that, like clockwise or counterclockwise. And we did the same with this ear. As you can see, we have also attached an oval shape here, and if I fill a color, then you will start seeing that oval again. And in the spin animation effect, you can easily see the properties by double clicking on the animation effect, and you can see that we have moved the right ear 8° clockwise with auto reverse, and we are using a very short duration of 0.25 seconds. So this animation effect will take total half a second to complete, because we have also applied the auto reverse. So the total timing of this effect will be 0.50 seconds. If you move your mouse pointer at the end of this animation effect, then you will see that the animation ends at 0.5 seconds. And on the left ear, we have applied 2° counterclockwise with auto reverse and without any smoothness. And if you go to the timings tab, again we have applied the same duration of 0.25 seconds. So both of these effect will end at half a second. And then on the right eye, to create the eye blinking effect, we have used the grow shrink effect with 0% vertical growth. So that way it will start stretching vertically to 0%, and because of auto reverse, it will move back to its original size. So in the timing tab, you can see we have added a short delay of 0.25 seconds, and the duration of eye blinking effect is only 0.10 seconds, and that is for both of these eyes, right and left eyes. So let's say if I remove this left eye animation effect, and now if I select this right eye and go to the animations tab, and if I want to apply the same animation effect to this side, then I don't need to select this one and go to add animation and apply the spin animation and again configure all the effect option properties. Instead of that, I will select this object and will click on the animation painter once, and now I will click on that shape layer on which I want to copy the same animation effect. So that will be the easiest way to copy animation effects from one object to another using the animation painter. So now let's move to the third slide. Let me unhide it, And on the third slide, we are just rotating the head layer back to its same position that was on the first slide. So again, if you go to the selection pane, then you can see the number of shape layer has changed again to 6 from 10, and we again group the eyes and ears along with the head shape layer. If you expand it, then you can again see that we have grouped the eyes and the ears again with the head shape layer, because we just want to rotate all of them back to their original position, which was on the first slide. So if you go to the animations pane, double click on the head layer, then you can see we are rotating back that layer to 10° clockwise, and the timing of this effect is 0.25 seconds. So if we run the slideshow from the first slide again, then you can see how these 3 slides are working. And now you can see how these slides are moving. First slide, second slide, and that is the third slide. So now we will talk about the fourth slide, and let me unhide it. And we have applied the spin animation effect to the tail, left ear and the right ear, and again grocery for the eye blinking effect. And you can see the effect option properties by double clicking on them. So if I unhide all of these outline slides and show you the slideshow, and let me hide all of them. And if we see the slideshow now, then you will also start seeing the custom anchor point on all the slides. So you can see that how we can easily animate simple shapes in PowerPoint just by applying a few animation effects to them. You can also use the morph transition, as I have teach you in my previous tutorials, and I hope you will also like this tutorial. Let me know by liking, sharing and commenting on this video, and you can also subscribe to our channel and can turn on the notification for more upcoming tutorial videos. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye and have a nice day.